Former President of Malawi, Dr Bakili Muluzi, who is a champion of democracy in Malawi, has come up with this important statement. Democracy alone is not enough. People must eat. Bakili Muluzi says Malawi's freedom dream remains unfinished. This is according to Nyasa Times. 33 years after Malawians voted to end one-party rule, former President Bakili Muluzi has delivered a stark message that cuts to the heart of the nation's struggles. Democracy without economic opportunity is not enough. This is a very powerful statement, and I believe, like Malawi, if we would like to see ourselves getting out of poverty, we need our leaders to begin to speak against what are the wrong things taking place in our country. For a long period of time, only ordinary Malawians have been speaking against the government, the policies, the leadership, and many more things. While leaders themselves have been silent. But now, with Bakili Muluzi, who is the former president of Malawi, his speech right now is making sense. Yes, as a country we've attained democracy. We should be happy because of democratic principles that are governing our nation. But we still are poor despite the fact that we have been in democracy for more than 30 years now. People were thinking like democracy is the solution to the problems that we've been experiencing. But that's not true. Poverty is still there. A country like Malawi is still full of poor people. So I believe with Bakili Muluzi speaking like the way he's speaking, we're going to see change in our nation. We're going to see development in our nation. We're going to see the way politics is being done in a different way. Not like what has been usual. Because we have been having politicians that have just only been thinking about themselves. Imagine you have a leader who is enjoying doing everything, having better life, but people are in poverty. Poverty is not ending. Just talking about the need to end the poverty, but nothing is happening to that effect. We're still poor. The country is not developing. We need our leaders to begin to talk about what's best for this nation, what people are looking for, what can the government do. Struggles are real, poverty is real. But with poor leadership, with bad government, solutions, answers cannot be there to our problems. We'll remain poor, we'll be begging forever. Can we change the way we're doing our things in this nation? Let's build this, let's develop this nation to be best for all people. People to have a better living. No, we're poor. Honestly, we're poor. And when you look at how these politicians are amassing wealth, you're like, are we really poor for the good reason? Yet we see our leaders having high life, enjoying getting better living standard. When ordinary people are begging, are in excruciating poverty, nothing is changing for the benefit of all people to develop equally. But only a few individuals in power are empowering themselves financially. We can't be like this forever. Change must happen now. Nation must turn around
from being poor to prosperous nation. We can do this. Let's be on the drive of developing this nation. I have poverty. I don't like it. It's a bad thing. Poverty makes you look like a dull person. When you are smart enough but you're poor, people treat you like any simple man. Our nation is full of rich things and brilliant people, but they're not respected worldwide because of the poverty. That is the first value of reality of our nation's status. We are poor, but this is not because we cannot develop. We can be better. We can change. We can be prosperous. Development is there, but we can't see it because we've got people who are just about themselves. President Mulizi ruled Malawi. He's the first democratic leader in this country of Malawi. He knows what he's talking about. He failed us for legal. Because himself being a democratic leader, he came into power when Malawi had that chance, that opportunity of developing under his leadership. But he ran the country like not an experienced person on matters of governance, development, economy, and many more things. He just was there just as a champion of democracy. He did not master how to utilize the resources then in order to empower the lives of the people. What he did was just to destroy the already development that was there, thinking the international organizations were going to develop Malawi. Today, he is now able to know what to do. That's why he even made a big mistake in his internal politics, in his party for internal politics, by choosing Bingu Mutharika to be the leader of Democratic UDF, United Democratic Front. That was a blunder because that was the downfall of UDF. But now he's talking sense. Democracy alone is not enough. We need to make sure that people have food. When we're talking about food, just don't talk about what we're eating. Let's talk about having money, having food, having everything we need, balanced diet, food, living standard improved. The Malawians enjoying it here in Malawi, eating everything they want. They've got money, they've got good health. These things, we need to encourage them. We can do better. Thank you, Mulizi, for speaking out. Lighten up. Keep on speaking for the benefit of Malawians. That is a fighter. You don't have to stop fighting for Malawians until we attain the development we're looking for.